Hello and welcome. This is Thanatos. With me is my co-caster Alby.
Hello.
Lovely to be with you, Alby. We are recasting a recently played game between Tong Fu and Vichy Gaming from the NEST in China. We're at 3 minutes 10. Do you want to start this thing up, Alby?
Absolutely.
Alright, in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Cool.
Alright, so far for Tong Fu, Alchemist and Rubik being
Radiant
picked up.
team
For
banned.
VG, Timbersaw, and the Dragon Knight. Alby, you got any early thoughts on the draft?
Well, interesting the bans coming out from the Dire Team Tong Fu here, the Elder Titan and the Pugno. Looks like they don't want to be up against a pushing strat, which suggests to me that maybe they want to really play the 4 Protect 1, get the Alchemist fully farmed,
Radiant
and
team
destroy that way.
Yeah, and I think if anything, that's confirmed by the Ancient Apparition ban. Ancient Apparition has seen a little bit of play recently, coming against your Chens and your Alchemists. But if you can shut down the regen of Alchemist ult, he's so
10
much
seconds
squishier in the
remaining.
6.79 patch. So I think it's a really effective way to go.
5 seconds remaining.
For sure, yeah, it really does shut down that Chemical Rage regen, but apart from that,
Reserve time.
apart from that, pretty situational hero.
Situational.
To be kind to Ancient Apparition, to put
Yeah.
it nicely.
Yeah. Alright, VG now banning out the Kunkka. Which is a little bit surprising to me. Kunkka and
Tong
Viper.
Fu's turn to
And what
ban.
immediately that screams out to me is some kind of greedy mid pick. Kunkka and Viper, some of the classic counters to your OD, which has fallen off the face of the earth. Barely seen it at all after being possibly the most popular mid. And
10 seconds remaining.
it's just really interesting. You'd think that Dragon Knight would be a typical mid
5
hero.
seconds remaining.
He doesn't do too badly against Kunkka. He loses, but not badly. And
Reserve time.
similar story with Viper. So
I think Viper would be really tough for a
It's-
Dragon Knight.
it's
But
difficult. But I mean, you spam the Bottle Crow, you get your Brief Fire.
Yeah.
If you can control the runes, because Viper doesn't have any good AOE, so you can push out the lanes. You get rune control, and he loses. He does, but it's not the worst matchup of all time, and certainly
Yeah.
not something I would think you'd be using a ban on when there's still lots of heroes in
Yeah.
the pool.
yeah, I think the
Radiant
Viper
team
ban
pick.
is fair enough, but the Kunkka ban does seem a bit unusual. But yeah, we'll see where they go from here. Chen being picked up for Tong Fu.
Yes. I mean, you've banned out the Ancient Apparition. Why not get maximum value out of that pick? And just it's still a pretty strong hero, even with the nerfs to the jungle. I think your Chens, your Enchantresses, even your Dooms can still be really viable heroes.
10 seconds remaining.
Horrific laners who can still go in the jungle. Although
5 seconds.
Yeah.
5
you
seconds
well know
remaining.
that I have a soft spot for Enchantress mid in my heart. It's
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Enchantress
Reserve
mid,
time.
max that untouchable,
Yeah.
unkillable Enchantress.
it's just beautiful. It's so lovely.
Yeah.
Now, Jar
Tong
funny stuff.
Fu's turn to
Jar
pick.
coming out from VG, and this is a tremendous looking
Radiant
team, by
team
VG,
pick.
and Tong Fu seem to be playing into that. They've got all sorts of push. You chuck down
Yeah.
your acid spray, you chuck down your bear and whatever someone's Chen's got. You'd think that they're trying to push, but at
Yeah.
the moment they're pushing into a Timbersaw, a Gyrocopter, and a Dragon Knight. who all
That's
have-
not something you want to be pushing into. That cooldown.
I mean,
Even
you don't
just
want
that,
to
and
do
the
it.
chakram, like getting slowed by the chakram, getting caught in the
10
cooldown
seconds
with that
remaining.
ridiculous gyro damage coming out. It's
5
not going to be
seconds
fun.
remaining.
It wouldn't be, I don't suspect. And now a Shadow Demon.
Tong Fu's
Not
turn to ban.
Immediately obvious. Like, you tend to see Shadow Demon in the fairly sort of synergistic lineup. You try and find some way of making Disruption work. So it wouldn't be at all
Yeah.
surprising to see Tong Fu ban or VG pick, you know, your Lina, your Leshrac.
10
I think
seconds
Marana
remaining.
support's pretty good, but you know, whatever you want. And there is the Leshrac.
Radiant
still Lina
team
available.
ban.
Yep.
You know, VG do need that support, and now VG need to ban out something from Tong Fu. Most likely a safe lane carry. I think Alchemist is very, very strong in the mid and
10
pretty not
seconds
so good
remaining.
in the sort of farming safe
Tong
lane
Fu's
situation.
turn to
And you
pick.
can't really go aggro tri-lane with a Chen, so I think it does have to
No.
be a lone druid off lane, Chen in the jungle, Alchemist mid, Rubik support. So something
Yeah,
to farm
could-
with.
Yeah, something to farm, or maybe a mid hero, perhaps, if they're going to
Yeah,
farm
it's
with the
possible.
Alchemist.
I think a Juggernaut would be really viable here. They're looking to get that push in, and Healing Wood, super strong. it's
Magic
not,
Community.
Yeah, Magic Community.
10
it's
seconds
not great
remaining.
against Timbersaw, which is the likely offlane counterpart, which is a
5
problem.
seconds remaining.
So the laning would be an issue, but that healing ward is super duper strong. You know, maybe
Reserve
I think
time.
Luna would be good, giving them a bit of AoE that they're lacking.
Yeah.
So and like a really good farmer now that they've buffed Moonglaves to bounce back between people it's already hit. So really good for farming the jungle and farming the lanes and everything like that.
Yeah, just gonna briefly change some settings. Game's a bit loud, and that's okay. Keep talking. Do your talking, please.
Rightio, so yep, just waiting for this last pick here. The Shadow Demon may be able to set up some the initiation for the Timbersaw and Gyrocopter, but I don't know. It will be interesting to see what Vici chooses as their last pick. Maybe, as we were saying, something that synergizes a bit better with that Shadow Demon, and banning out the Nature's Prophet to kind of stop that swit push a bit or slow it down. They already do have the Chen and Lone Druid, who are of course really strong in that early to mid game pushing stage, and Nature's Prophet, just such a versatile hero. They pick up Beastmaster, who also certainly has pushing power with those axes and also his boar.
Yeah,
and the Hawk always really great.
Yeah, that vision from Hawk. You know, I don't think Call of the Wild being changed into a two castable separate summons thing. I don't think that's a massive buff, but it's nice and it feels good to be able to do that. You know, when your Hawk's in perfect position to not have to resummon it on top of your head.
Yeah, and not getting things picked off by the enemy team because you didn't want to summon them at that time and things like that. It's definitely good.
Yeah, and Crystal Maiden being picked up by VG, I suppose it does work really nicely with your Dragon Knight and Timbersaw. That Arcane Aura, super strong. Crystal Maiden, I'm surprised it fell this far through the draft. Is one of the premier supports at the moment, and it looks like Moo is going to be playing the Alchemist, Zhou on the Lone Druid, so I'm forgetting what Tong Fu's, how they like to lane it with their players, but we'll see what they do here.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think that Crystal Maiden does kind of bring
5 seconds remaining.
The Radiant team back into contention in the early game because they were kind of lacking early game power compared to your Chen and Alchemist, even Lone Druid, all strong early game heroes.
For battle.
Okay.
But that aura very strong.
Well, let's run through the teams quickly, as it looks like there could be a bit of 5-man aggression from VG heading up towards top lane. We have ROTK, the captain, on his offlane, Timbersaw, Tutu on the Gyrocopter, Super taking the mid Dragon Knight, FY on the Crystal Maiden, and Fenrir taking Shadow Demon.
Yeah, and on the Dire team we have Zoo on the Lone Druid, who is this XTT on the Beastmaster, ZSMJ going mid on going to the jungle, I assume, on the Chen, and Moo heading mid on the Alchemist. For the Radiant team now, and Rubik, sorry, Sanshang on the Rubik.
Yeah, it is a little bit of that 5-man aggression we were talking about. They didn't smoke up, they have a smoke available, Crystal Maiden's got one. But, this is something that Shadow Demon's pretty good at. If you find someone, you give your team 2.5 seconds to get in position with that range disruption. And they're going to scout out the bear, or maybe the bear's scouting out them. When you click on the bear, does it say it's a homing missile?
It certainly does.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
The battle begins.
Just your basic replay bug there. I think that means that the first spell to hit the bear will be a homing missile. I think that's what that means.
Okay. Well.
Go to replay.
Okay then, if you say so. Looks like XTT is working the offlane. Moo is playing the mid Alchemist. Sanshang looking to support Zhou on the safe lane Lone Druid with Chen in the jungle. So I think they're expecting the aggressive tri-lane, which you would coming out of a Crystal Maiden Shadow Demon, and maybe a little bit of lane dodging here with the way they're running it. Really interesting.
Sending the Lone Druid top.
Yeah. And, they just need to sort of hold the fort. They need to make sure the game doesn't get out of hand too early. Because if Chen can get up some levels, get up the certainly level 3 for the extra... level 5 for the extra creep from Holy Persuasion. That would be really important for them to try and avoid losing this top lane.
Yeah, for sure. Dragon Knight having a bit of a tough time mid, but already getting his bottle up there. So
Yeah,
it's good to now have the regen to somewhat survive this acid spray.
Yeah. How do you see this bottom lane going with ROTK taking on XTT Beastmaster Timbersaw?
I really think that ROTK on the Timbersaw is going to be so difficult for the Beastmaster to go up against. And I think he's going to really have to stay back, as we can already see, as I guess he's going to be able to ancient stack and things like that. But yeah, I think it's going to be difficult for him.
Yeah, I really agree. I think Timbersaw against almost every melee hero just ruins them. Just ruins them right in
Yeah,
the face.
absolutely. So tanky and deals out such ridiculous damage.
Yeah. See Moose spamming out his acid spray. He is getting the better of Super. He's getting decently low, but he's got plenty of bubble. Shouldn't be a problem. He's now searching for the top rune, and it will be a haste rune spawning there.
Yep.
Radiant's middle
And we win for the
tower is
Alchemist,
under
filling up
attack.
his empty bottle with that haste rune. That's great for him.
And
And he'll be able to spam that acid spray even more. Yeah, as you were saying.
What's your time at on the game clock?
2:30.
2:30. I'm at 2:20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Gabe, please.
Yeah.
I'm at 2:35. Tell me when you get here.
Okay, I will do. Yeah, I do sometimes have a little bit of lag issues coming in and out of Dota. 2:34, 5.
Cool. All good.
Cool. Yeah. So, not much happened in this second. Looks like
No.
ZSMJ and Sunshine might be moving towards the mid lane. They have a smoke available to them. They could be looking for a big wraparound gank, coming through this way, or possibly even...
Does have the Eagle, who is labelled as a giant wolf for me, but no
Is it
stun.
really?
Apparently. Giant wolf eagle.
Yeah, I got a giant wolf
not
there
a
too.
centaur, but
Yeah, that's...
might be able to make something happen.
Yep, looks like they're wrapping a long way around. The giant wolf Wild Wing Ripper. Who even knows at this point? Alright, looks like they've settled on the target, ROTK. One of the most aggressive players in Pro Dota, at the moment sitting under his tower with maxed reactive armor, so Tong Fu can't be happy about that outcome.
No, and he does have, well, it's only 1 point in Timber Chain, but still, I think it's been very difficult for them to get him.
Oh yeah.
And it looks like they've pretty much given up.
We see Moo. He's getting some levels. He's topping the CS chart at the moment, tied with ROTK at 21. Dragon Knight just falling a little bit behind. I expected Super to do a little bit better here, but with the rune control going Moo's way, I think he has had to be a little bit more careful. And so far, I think...
He is going to pick up this double damage there.
Yeah, he will. There it is. And but I think so far,
Radiant's middle
we've seen a
tower
lot
is
more
under
support
attack.
rotation, and now ZSMJ and Sunshine, they're not going for deceptive route. They just want to take down this tower.
Yeah,
now
for sure, those early
by
pushes.
Moo.
Radiant's middle tower is
Looks
under
like a go
attack.
onto Super. I don't think they can get this,
Yep.
can they? Sunshine needs to get there. He will be able to live. That stun lasting so long. Super, he's got double damage, pops it now, trying to bottle up, regen through, and I think he will be able to... Yep, he's just able to get away. Although, Fenrir did have to blow a TP on that. Now there's a little bit of aggression going onto the ZSMJ. Just taking a little bit of harass. Nice micro on the Centaur to kind of stymie. Sorry, the Kobold Soldier. Could have sworn. Could have sworn.
Oh dear.
But we'll go Kobold Soldier. Get much
Righto.
damage.
Kobold Soldier delivering the stomp.
Yeah, managing to get off the stomp. Just pump faking that stomp a couple times now on Super in the mid lane.
Yeah, they suddenly forced Super to run a very interesting direction there, which was good work considering it was like the most obvious gank ever. But he did manage to get away in the end.
Yeah, subtlety is certainly not their strong point in that particular game.
But now Timbersaw getting rather deep, and Rubik and Shen coming around.
XTT taking too much damage.
Ugh.
Managed to get the first ball.
And Rubik and Shen, in fact, just going to the jungle.
They're not getting many levels out of this. You compare them to Fenrir, they're 2, and Fenrir and FY are getting level 3. So I think VG easily getting the better out of this early game. Sunshine and ZSMJ just not able to get enough. out of their support duo. Rubik and Chen, not the greatest gankers of all time. Rubik's pretty okay, but until Chen gets his second creep, really not the greatest early game hero.
Yeah, Century needs that second creep, and 2 levels in Tested Faith does essentially double damage.
Yeah, it does. Mu, unable to spot up the region, and it looks like a...
Guess you didn't know a
they
little
managed to
game
pick
of
up the lone
freeze
druid
tag
top.
could turn
Go.
lethal.
Yeah.
Getting caught
Rocket
out there.
Barrage being laid down there. And, Flight Cannon, sorry.
Could've
I
been
don't know
worse.
that he even used Rocket Barrage. I don't know.
No. He is gaining mana very quickly. He's got the Bassi as well as the Arcane Aura. And now it looks like they might be going, having a go at ROTK. He is under tower, which I think is ROTK's
Radiant's
natural
middle
habitat,
tower
under
is
the
under
enemy
attack.
tower.
Radiant
That's where he likes
structures
to
are
find himself.
fortified.
Move.
They're not going to go for this. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
There's the Centaur there. I really would have thought they would at least have an attempt and to help out XTT here.
Yeah, Timbersaul's got an essentially undisrupted farm here.
Yeah,
Keep my eye
not
on
ideal. I mean, even if you don't kill him, at least like, if you...
Yeah, he has got a
they
spare
are back now.
I think they might go on mid at the same time, but XTT taking a lot of damage. They're trying to burst down ROTK. They use the lift. The wall's already gone down. Are they going to be able to get the skill Timber Chains out, but not able to get away? And meanwhile, in mid, there's a disrupt immediately put on the move, working overtime. But they're not going to go on this.
Crystal Maiden didn't beat in.
Yeah, Moo's standing around. He's got to know that he still will likely target with that Soul Catcher still on him. And it looks like, meanwhile, Jove has rotated around to the jungle. He wants no more of those Crystal Maiden Gyrocopter Shadow Demon ganks, which is, to be fair, a pretty powerful force.
Absolutely. Crystal Maiden, Shadow Demon heading back up top now though. And Chen smoked up, heading to the jungle.
Yeah, he's only level 3. He hasn't got...
This is going to be tough.
He hasn't got a whole lot of mana. Checks out the rune. It does full bottom. That's an illusion rune. Dragon Knight. I think that was just time popping off invisibility. He's in no position to gank as Mu spots out this illusion rune down bottom. But want to keep my eye on top lane. Sunshang and ZSMJ both smoked off. They really want to get this kill, but Tutu's doing a lovely job keeping the lane controlled, keeping it close to his tower where he can feel safe, and not opening up many avenues for this gank from Tong Fu. But XTT now making his presence known. And they are
and there's another smoke being popped on all of them.
That is commitment.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is
Bit of
under
commitment.
attack.
Down is up. He's
Get away from
level
that tree
6
lane.
just.
Smoke dispel, Sansheng leading the
Back
party,
down.
and they're going to be able to catch up. Henrik,
Cooldown does
going to catch 3 or 4 of them. Black Cannon rolling through, doing all sorts of damage. Tutu's going to solo the entire team if they're not careful. Mu coming in with the alchemist stun. In the end, Tong Fu look like they'll be able to escape, but they want so much more from that. Fenrir, don't play with the RNG. You get rooted, you're in all sorts of trouble.
Yeah. That cooldown being of massive utility there, just completely slowing them all and forcing them to move back.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Considering,
big win.
yeah,
Dire's
Tong
top
Fu, that
tower
was
is under
bad.
attack.
Didn't lose anything. Looked like it was over. But no, they were able to pick off FY. Which is sad for me. 'cause
Dire's
I'm an
bottom
FY guy.
tower
I think
is under
I think
attack.
he's excellent. And I was gonna say, but all this time ROTK doesn't care. Just going into the jungle, staying in his lane, farming. But looks like he will rotate top, and they're now gonna use the super corrosive breath to try and put some pressure on this top tower.
Dire's
He is
bottom
taking a lot
tower
of
is
power
under
hits.
attack.
Super, yeah, tanking so
Oh,
much power.
ROTK doing what ROTK does, diving deep onto XTT. Lone Druid trying to rotate around. Joe wants that RNG gaming. His call down being used on Mo. He's going to drop Raw now going onto ROTK. Joe
Dire's
summons his
top
bear
tower
again. He
is
doesn't
under
want none of
attack.
that. And that is
Really made possible by ROTK's aggression there, going on the Alchemist.
Oh, let it
Rest
never be
of
said
back
that
in.
ROTK doesn't make plays happen.
Dire's
That's-
structures are fortified.
That's fine, just most of the time they're... Oh, okay, some of the time they're negative. And
Dire's
now
top
FY
tower
having
is
deep
under
onto
attack.
Joe. He needs to be desperately
Oh dear.
careful. Whoa, you're...
These two supports diving so deep and completely by themselves.
Yeah, I don't know why Tong Fu didn't
Dire's
allocate
top
more.
tower
Tutu,
has
Super, and
fallen.
RTK all up top, but
Yeah.
he's deciding with
Oh, they don't care.
No. And Zhou able to pick up a 10-minute 30 Midas, which isn't horrible timing, but not the best either. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. now struggling to find a way to use it. He's scared of his own jungle. He's just going to wait for this big camp to spawn and use his bear to give him vision. He is terrified.
Yeah.
That is some scaredy pants gaming coming out from Go.
Terrified of those roaming supports.
Dire's top tower
Careful,
is
Crystal
under
Maiden's
attack.
going to come get you.
Crystal Maiden
Radiant's
may be
middle
coming.
tower is under attack.
Paper Maiden.
But really, to be fair, you would expect the rest of the team to be with those two supports. You wouldn't think that they would go that deep in the jungle by themselves. Timbersaw only needs Perseverance now for his Bloodstone, so that's going to be quite fast
That
if
is
he
really
continues like this.
RTK to keep
Yeah.
running.
Dire's
How
top tower
aesthetically
is
pleasing
under
is that
attack.
Fibo? He's got 1 kill, 1 death, 1 assist, 1 lost hit, 1 denied. That is just... that is speaking to me. That is beautiful. Oh, but he's
Amazing.
raiding. He eschews
He ruined it.
perfect stats for that 50 gold bounty on the Observer Ward. He wanted it.
Observer Wards give you last hits now. Incredible.
Oh,
I
and
think they
Sentries. He
actually-
picked up one of those too.
Oh, they don't give you gold though.
No.
Surely that doesn't count.
No, no, it doesn't. And looks like
Oh,
they could be
Chris
making
Pitt.
go on Moon Super, spawn into Dragon Ball, put down the Sun Defender in, now hitting the Disruption, RTK setting up.
Oh,
They're gonna
Disruption.
explode in there.
Really strong disruption there into the
Dire's
chakra.
bottom tower is
Oh,
under
and
attack.
RTK is diving deep on Sunshine. He keeps going. He's going to pick up that kill as well. XTT now in some trouble. Keep the Dragon's tail. RTK doing the best he can, but he gets stunned up by the roar.
Dire's bottom tower
But you know
is under
RTK's
attack.
gonna dive. You know he's gonna dive. Come on.
Yeah. Really good by VG there. And
Dire's
good
middle
use of the
tower is
disruption, and
under
Timbersaw just so tanky.
Radiant's
able
top
to
tower
just
is
dive
under
on this tower
attack.
completely by himself, just with the Dragon Knight. It was, yeah.
Yeah, I think Alarm Bell should be
Dire's
ringing
bottom
loud and
tower
clear
has
on
fallen.
food. They've gone a fairly push
Radiant's
heavy
top
lineup. They
tower
wanna
is under
group
attack.
up around the 20-minute mark with big items and see what they can do, but in every exchange they're coming out a little bit worse, and in most exchanges the bottom lane has still been farmed by one of VG's players. Right now it's 2-2, for most of the game it's been ROTK able to get the free farm up as VG
Dire's middle
look to
tower
take
is under
engagement, but
attack.
they're just not doing well enough in so far, not getting the trades they need.
Yeah, absolutely. And the item's really lacking for Tong Fu here.
Yeah, you see that gold chart already spiraling out of control in the neighborhood of 6,000 gold, and experience hovering around 4,000 too. And that's serious problems if you're a Tong Fu fan. VG,
Yeah.
Tong Fu,
Tong Fu.
crisis moment.
And especially given that their focus is the early mid game with
Yeah.
these hero selections.
Yeah, I mean, they can go late. Beastmaster with Aghanims is always going to be a force. Alchemist, Lone Druid, you get 6 and 12 slotted fairly quickly, but I mean, I don't
Alchemist
think...
actually
Radiant's
going for a
bottom tower
buckler.
is under attack.
Interesting.
Yeah, you're seeing that more and more coming out from Alchemist. They get in the mid lane, they get lots of farm early, and they work towards that early mech to try to provide as much utility for their team as possible. I think it makes perfect sense to try and build that early mech, especially when you're thinking about trying to push early, but I think Joe
definitely.
could be in trouble. Maybe his spidey senses are tingling. And
Dire's
he's
top
standing
tower is
perfect
under
side of the
attack.
tower. As Tong Fu once again roaming as before with smoke going, but not able to get anything
Dire's
done.
middle
They're gonna
tower
lose their
is
mid
under
tower,
attack.
which is
Yeah.
important for them. And, you know, it's nice having a bot tower, but
Radiant's bottom tower is
it's
under
not nearly
attack.
as
Dire's
important.
middle tower
BG
has
can
fallen.
decide to try and
Radiant structures are
take it a
fortified.
second tower, or they can try
Dire's
and
middle
defend
tower
this bottom.
is
There are
under
so many
attack.
options for them. And it
Radiant's
looks like
bottom
ROTK
tower
thinks
is
he can
under
do
attack.
both, and he is in all sorts of trouble. He's diving into the middle of everything. Flip, roar,
Oh,
Alchemist
dear.
on super, trying to save
Oh.
him. ROTK taking too much damage, doing too much
Oh
damage.
my god.
Just explodes with all FY, getting all the kills. Oh,
Oh,
weird little
dear.
faith.
He does have his
Dire's middle
Bloodstone now,
tower
and that
has
is
fallen.
just too strong from ROTK.
And they're
Super
going to
coming in
lose
a
the bear
different.
as well. Oh, good
There's
lord.
300 more gold into the Timbersaw fund.
Oh,
It's just.
weird.
Zoo is going to be lucky to get out alive, really. He's
Dire's
still
middle
not out.
tower is under attack.
He should be able to make it the buff on the move speed of Lone Druid. Yeah. No one thought range speed on
Radiant's
Lone
bottom
Druid
tower
mattered,
is
but
under
here
attack.
It is. He's getting out.
Suddenly going to
Dire's
outwalk
top
Crystal
tower
Maiden,
is
whose
under
move
attack.
speed is less than impressive.
Much less. On the other hand, 4-1 and 2, FY, my boy, proving his worth. He's doing so exceptionally well. He's been really involved, and he is out-farming the Beastmaster. He's very nearly out-farming the Alchemist. And FY, do it. Give that last hit, please. Yeah. No, still just behind the Alchemist. I really want the Crystal Maiden to be ahead. And FY buys a Midas.
Oh, jeez.
You've ruined it. We had something special, something beautiful together, FY, and now...
Well, he's past the... Yeah,
there it is. Small blessing.
And now ROTK getting very aggressive again.
Why would you take your camera off again? Sanshang is deep.
Still going.
Shadow Dude is going to be able to pick up that kill. Super. He's glitching around the map with that ace, but he can't stand the Soul Trap. Move into the shot now, regenerating through.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
RTK gets blown up. Disrupt him now being landed on XTP. Big cooldown being dropped on XTP. Move and run away. Run for it. RTK, you better believe.
Trying to DB. No, just Dragon Tail, and he is gone.
This is every variety of problem for Tong Fu.
Oh, absolutely. This is looking absolutely awful for them. Alchemist not getting the farm he needs, neither is Lone Druid. I mean, Alchemist can come back if he gets a bit of time with Greevil's Greed. You don't want to leave him alone, but at the moment it's looking absolutely terrible.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
ROTK! I was bored, so he will provide. It looks like he wants those badly. Chucked out the shackle, he's gonna catch him. And now just slapping down the bear a bit. He'll probably dive into Fountain to...
Dire's top tower is under
Give
attack.
another auto attack for it. On it. Cutting creep, no fear. There's no one on the map.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Should be terrified. Nah, mate. I'll cut some creeps.
Don't worry about it.
Deep past river.
Oh, the Chen only mana boots. Rubik only brown boots, and it's not looking good.
No.
Radiant's
Early
middle
push
tower
strat has
is
not
under
been an
attack.
early push strat in the slightest.
No, it's been an
BG
early
actually
feed
managed to defend that bottom tower before and get 2 mid towers.
Yeah.
The bottom tower has since gone down, but
Yeah, Joe able to pick that up. I'm gonna go with obscenities from XTT. I don't know what GFO means, but I'm just guessing it's random obscenities. Unhappy with the way the game is going and just spewing out obscenities. Nothing to do with a misclick typing go. Take another look.
No.
Take another look at
So.
the gold graph. Spiraling out of control. 13,500 gold, 10,000 experience, and if you want a decent indicator, you look at RFBK. He's so aggressive, and he's got 5-1 and 4, 14 charges on his Bloodstone, and check the Dagon. Check it before you wreck yourself.
he certainly has a Dagon. There it is. That's how confident he is. Dagon Timbersaw. Disgusting. But there you
Absolutely
go.
horrific to see, but
Oh, Tad, click that first person perspective, or whatever it is, the zoom in button for me.
zoom in
On the
button.
hero portrait.
Zoom in button. On the hero portrait.
On the bottom left of the hero portrait. It's hard to see,
Oh, right
but
there.
added in the last
Oh,
update.
good lord.
Amazing stuff. And Super going on the Lone Druid here.
Oh, jeez, I'm still stuck in Neverland.
Trapped by the Shadow Demon, and the Crystal Maiden Orb will be laid down the freezing field enough, along with the other two, to take care of him.
ROTK sees 4 of them, says excellent. What an ultra kill waiting to happen.
Oh dear.
Instant respawn with the Bloodstone, and now BG turning on this Super doing all sorts of damage. Called out already from his cat, got
Dire's
caught by
middle tower
ZSMJ,
is
and
under
Blue is in
attack.
trouble, being sent home by ZSMJ, and now he is the one in trouble. Super has Dragon Tail available. Hasn't used it yet, really should have. 3 fires.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh lord, that zoom in button just ruins me.
Radiant's top
I'm
tower
sorry,
is under
it was
attack.
a trap.
Oh jeez.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Do you see any avenue back to Tong Fu?
No. to be perfectly honest, no. It's looking
Dire's
absolutely
bottom
terrible.
tower is under
Even
attack.
Super is getting the farm that he needs, and the
Dire's
gyrocopter.
bottom tower has fallen.
It's just
Radiant's
looking
top tower
absolutely
has
terrible.
been denied.
BKB's popping up on the gyrocopter and almost on the Dragon Knight as well. So it's going to be extremely difficult, if not impossible. They have no room to farm. Even their own jungle isn't safe.
Yeah, I mean, Joe still farming his relic. He will be able to pick it up just now, but he doesn't even have boots on his bear. He's in dire straits. Meanwhile, XCT got pulled out, big cooldown boost on the board.
Oh, that huge cooldown and that rocket barrage.
Tutu has been absolutely on point. He has been playing so well. 3-0-5. Leading the last hit chart, I think, probably. Yeah, beating out the Tempestor. He is doing all sorts of work, and
yeah, every cooldown, and it's been huge. In these team fights, it really has been all about the cooldown. And now into rush.
Yeah, ROTK don't want to rush. He'll just break high ground by himself.
Sure, whatever. Take that 1-on-5.
And FY is gonna push out the top lane by herself. What is this? This is so horrible for Tong Fu. They can't do it. ROTK casual Dagon popping off a Lincoln Spear on the Spider-Eyed Rashawn. The game is broken.
And there is not a single thing that Tong Fu can do.
No, they fed away a Hawk XTP losing that, but that's about the most effective thing to the problem. This Spider-Eyed is putting up a mean.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Tutu, he hasn't needed it so far. Wouldn't have been that bad if RTK got it. Just, give him a little bit of license to get some aggression in his game.
Yeah, he needs it. He's been a bit too reserved, I think. Magus would help that.
Essentially a pacifist, non-violent. RTK.
Oh, he wants that bird. Even the bird isn't
blowing
safe.
everything. Dagon ROTK, do it.
Dagon that bird.
Dagon.
Not all that a level 1 Dagon's useful for.
Oh, I think it's not even going to be able to kill the bird. It's worse than that.
Yeah.
A little bit of harassment put out on Go, but he'll be able to heal back up. And now ROTK diving into 5. That's how he do. Standing in the acid spray, taking all sorts of damage. But they want to try and pick up this bear, and that would be huge. If they can pick up the bear, he has to spike up a radiant, he's flying out there, but he won't make it, beating Tutu 300 more gold. Joe resets instantly, but that bear's about to have a radiant. They're just going to focus him down every time, and there's no boots on the bear, there's nothing to be done. The Lycan Wolf bear just can't handle it. Move, charging up the stun, and oh dear. Oh, it's just so horrible, that moment of realization, but you're going to stun yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Not looking good in the slightest for Tong Fu. That bear, he's trying to be aggressive with it, and it just gets instantly destroyed by that rocket barrage when it's by itself, so it's not working out for him.
Moo has level 1 Greevil's Greed. Catch-up mechanism acquired. BKB on Dragon Knight doesn't matter. Oh my, he's so fast! RTK...
Yeah,
has he got someone on Courier? He's got boots of travel on Courier. ROTK, please. This is too much. And there's nothing that Tong Fu can do. They can't get outside their base. This is the line of demarcation. They cannot get past it.
Yep.
I mean...
They're just waiting for it to end at this point. They cannot do a single thing.
ROTK has his travels online. Radiant
The Eagle Song up on Gyrocopter.
Oh, too much. Oh, much too much.
Yeah.
And it's not like he just got the Eagle Song. He's got the Eagle Song, and he's about 10 seconds away from having the whole kit and caboodle. He's going to have Butterfly very, very, very soon.
Yep, absolutely. The Crystal Maiden getting picked off here.
Oh dear.
Right in the trees, but it's not working. Just trying to do some nice little warding thing, but dead.
Yeah, at the same time though, 5-man rotation from Tong Fu, like, not to rain on the only parade it looks like we're gonna have this game, but that
a very limited parade.
And you look at the Crystal Maiden, Blink, Strength Treads, Earn, but he probably needed 5 to take her down. Okay, now they're trying to take down Fenrir. ROTK, he's going to take the brunt of this. They're trying to burst him down defensive disruption. Fenrir perhaps sacrificing himself now to make an appearance, bursting down Sunshine. XTP chucks out the Roar onto ROTK, and Super just bursting down the entire team. Then SMJ sends home. Oh my lord. He sends home XTP, the Dagon, who are weeded down. Meanwhile, Lone Druid was able to pick off Shadow Demon, but once again, not the trade that Tong Fu needs.
No.
Move getting called out, big call down, big call off. Good try, Mr. Ron, and they could pick up the bear as well. Joe does have a resummon, but this is a big problem the way that bear is playing. 2-2, BKB, Aegis, Butterfly. They're not going to be able to kill him, and they're not going to be able to live when he attacks them. And that's really all you can ever say.
That's when you know that you're in trouble, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't manage
Dyer's
to get
top tower has fallen.
Gee, Sunshine steals a level 1 homing missile. It's not good.
Dyer's middle
They can't
tower
even
is
stand
under
near
attack.
Tutu. He's sending out that black cannon damage. It's too much. They're gonna take the lane of Bragg.
Dyer's top barracks are under attack.
We've been killed the penis missile of all things.
Yeah, level 1 too. It's not. They just have to sit there and like it. Super pops off the BKB, dodges the damage, now goes into Shadow Blade. FY trying to take out Joe, but I know you're big FY, you're not that big. Tutu taking some damage. His Aegis is going to fall off fairly soon, though, just in a minute or so. A little bit more. But he can go Satanic now, and they're going to be able to pick up the bear again. Joe! No, he doesn't have it for 50 seconds. That's a rated down. Fall down going on to XPT. And GG.
God.
Appropriate.
So many heals, but so much damage.
Absolutely appropriate GG coming out of the celebration from that.
Radiant
Touchdown
victory.
of freezing field.
Absolutely. Real crushing there. Tong Fu never looked in that.
No, I mean, you look at Sanshang and ZSMJ, they were just essentially without impact for the entire game, weren't able to roam the supports. XTT lost his lane, Lone Druid I think fed first blood. I mean, Alchemist did alright in the mid lane against the Dragon Knight, but in the end, he goes 1-6-2 to Dragon Knight's 3-0-12. Jeez.
Yeah, not ideal, and he really never had that chance to come back and help them out as the carry that he can be, but really no space to farm whatsoever.
Right.
Well, thank you, Thanatos.
Thank you so much, Alby. We'll see you guys next time.